Welcome to Movie Review Mom. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews. And today, the film that I'm reviewing is called The Last Manhunt. This dramatic movie is in theaters and on demand on November 18th, 2022. It is rated R and is an hour and 43 minutes. My movie review mom grade is, drum roll, a B minus. So let me explain. Keep watching and don't click away. In fact, if you're going to click on a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much. I really appreciate your support. So I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like about this movie, as well as offer tips for kids, or parents, I should say, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, funny lines, if there are any, and recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also like if you like this one. All right, so in a nutshell, this dramatic movie is based on true events from the oral history of the Chemehuevi Indian tribe of California. Now, I hope I pronounced that tribe correctly. Sorry if I didn't. But the movie was written by Thomas Pa Sibet and directed by Christian Camargo. The story takes place in the early 1900s Wild West. Willie Boy is an Indian and he falls in love with Carlotta from this Chemehuevi tribe, despite being forbidden to be together. A fatal incident forces the young couple to flee the only place they know as home. This is a remake of the 1969 movie called Tell Them Willie Boy Was Here, based on the novel by Harry Lowton. The story was first filmed in 1911 as a film short called The Curse of the Red Man. So here's a list of things that I really liked about the movie. First of all, the cast does a great job and includes Martin Sensmeyer, Maine Kinimaka, Zahn McClarnon, Tantu Cardinal, and Jason Momoa. Yes, Jason Momoa. I'll get to him in just a minute. There's a beautiful musical score throughout the entire film. We get to visit Joshua Tree in California, which is where they filmed the movie. It's cool to see various desert survival skills that the Indians use. There's also lovely cinematography as we get to span the beautiful desert and scenery. In the end, we get to see photos of the real people involved in these true events. We see the consequences of revenge played out in various ways. There were some things I didn't like or just thought could have been done better. For example, fans of Jason Momoa have to wait 30 minutes before he appears in the movie. And after that, we rarely see him in the movie. Using his name and image on the movie poster and marketing material to advertise the movie can feel a little bit deceiving, and I think will frustrate Aquaman fans. I think he might have one or two lines in the entire film. So I guess that was an easy paycheck for him. And it's also why most people are going to click on to watch this movie. We don't get to know much about many of the characters involved. Some of them just sort of seem interchangeable, all the bad white guys and then the Indians, Some of the crew were actually illegally fired twice during the filming of this movie. Rumor has it that the working conditions out in the desert were terrible and even dangerous at times. Let me give you some tips for parents. There's some profanity, lots of gun violence, hand-to-hand combat, various weapons are used, and we see some dead and bloodied bodies. Some of the themes that are illustrated well are love and loss, tradition, desert survival, facing your demons, unnecessary violence, and maybe when it is necessary, suicide, racism, fake news, and revenge. So I always write down funny lines and interesting lines to give you a taste of the movie. I didn't write down any funny lines because this is a serious drama. You can see them all on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. But I'll share one interesting line that caught my attention that I wrote down immediately, and that is the father, the Indian father of this Indian girl. And he says, "In suffering, we learn true happiness." And I thought that was really interesting. Comment down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that claim. We get to see suffering in this movie. We see some happiness. We see definitely a search for happiness and sort of grappling of life and what's the most meaningful thing. And I don't want to give too much away. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. So I instantly thought of a few other movies while I was watching this. The first one is The Power of the Dog, partly because in that award-winning movie, we see some fantastic performances, but we see an interplay of good versus evil and judging other people and not knowing the full story and revenge and some of those same elements are in this movie as well. And it also takes place probably about the same time period. I'm trying to remember, and kind of some deserty, mountainous type of scenery as well. The other movie I thought of is called Terror on the Prairie. Now, this one I think also takes place probably about a similar time. This is a movie that came out by the Daily Wire, the conservative talk show company that is now producing movies. And so you can watch my review. In fact, I'll queue it up to watch after you finish watching this one. I had mixed feelings about it for sure. Some people absolutely loved it. Other people thought it just was not quite up to par for various reasons. Anyway, I'll let you watch my review on that one. All right, that's it. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. I really do hope my reviews help you make decisions about whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching specific films. All right, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.